up? It's The Woody Show.
And the best alt tunes daily.
Every morning. We're Alt 98.7.
LA's new alternative.
Portions of this program will be recorded.
We're celebrating. Hey, you want your burger medium rare? You're not going to get your burger medium rare, bitch. You're so needy. Because I'm Russian. I'm Asian, actually.
What's the best thing about being Asian?
Honestly, the rice.
The Woody Show. And we are into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It is Monday morning. It's March. There we go.
Either
I got
one.
April on the brain because the Woody Show After Hours takeover.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Monday, April 21st, when that's happened. Yes, you have a chance to sign up and win. Just go to thewoodyshow.com. But we have this hour for you. Seabass. Will they let him in? This is where we were talking about this recently. Like, could you go to a Chuck E. Cheese or another one of those places that's just for kids? And could you get in even if you didn't have a kid with you?
Just alone.
Just as a single adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Seabass put that to the test. That's coming up. Also, some of the weekend cheers and jeers. But thank you for being here. Woody, Greg, Menace, Gina Grad,
Hey.
Seabass, Sammy.
Morning.
Morgan's taking your calls. 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. How was everybody's weekend? Good?
Good,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good times. I saw Morgan went to Power Slap with Menace.
Yeah, we had so much fun at Power Slap. Saw some of people we know.
Oh,
We saw
Bert
some
Kreischer was
Bert
there.
Kreischer was there. Theo
Yeah.
Vaughn was there. Big fan, I know, Seabass is, of Andrew Tate. We saw him.
he is.
We saw him outside the venue, not inside. And I think the funniest part is, like, all these dudes were, like, surrounding him,
Yeah,
right?
That tracks. Andrew
Yeah.
Tate
Yeah.
at Power Slap.
Yeah, it all makes
but
sense.
I didn't
That
see him.
tracks.
I didn't see him actually inside the event, just like outside.
I saw
like,
that there. He was ringside at UFC.
Yeah, I didn't see him at Power Slap, but I saw him like in the casino, and all these dudes are surrounding him. And it's
Yeah.
funny because like all these guys want to take photos with him, and then later, like two days later, I saw a bunch of guys apologizing online that they took photos with him because like
Because they posted and people
the-
got mad?
Yeah, ladies got mad at their man.
Well, I'm sure that's not what Andrew Tate wanted to have all the dudes surrounding him, not the ladies.
Yeah.
I've heard the name. I know that people think he's a douche. I don't know what exactly people hate him for. I don't know, like, what's the thing with him?
Wasn't he trafficking women across Europe?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't
That's
know.
why
Is
I'm
that- is that
asking it
the
as a
thing?
question.
That's what he's charged with.
Sorry, what? Yeah, wasn't he arrested for that?
Yeah.
What would you say, Seabass? The main
I would say that's
complaint
it.
is-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's not just
no,
one
it
of
is
these,
what happened.
so he's not just one of these
No,
douchebag.
but why is he popular?
He's not just one of these douchebag guys like Dan Bilzerian.
Well, he
No, he's more than that. He's worse
bigger
than that.
douche. He's
Yeah.
more like the Girls Gone Wild guy.
Right, he's actual crimes.
Actual
Alleg-
crime.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah.
You know, he's one of those people that I try to keep out of my feed. It's just not interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard the name. I knew that people hated him for whatever
Yeah.
reason,
But
but I
I-
thought it's just because he's like a douche.
I think what you're asking
But he
is
is
what
a
was he
douche.
famous for before that?
Before the
like,
charges?
is he just like an
Yeah.
online?
yeah.
Yeah, he's an online,
It douche?
basically online personality.
Yeah.
Where he is very alpha male.
Oh,
He's so cool.
Yeah.
okay, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Right
Yeah.
up your alley.
So cool.
But yeah, so we did that on Friday, and then Saturday we went to UFC.
Yeah,
which
I saw that
was,
stuff. Saw the
yeah.
coverage
Oh, yeah.
on our Instagram at The Woody Show.
Yeah.
Cheers and jeers, everybody. Now I have it's all cheer, no jeer.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think you guys will be surprised by this.
I'm already surprised.
You guys, guess who finally signed up for flight lessons?
No way.
Nice.
Your friend?
Yeah.
No, I actually
Your
did
wife?
it. And my first flight is next week. We got
No
travel
way.
going on this week. I can't do it this week, but
Yeah.
a week from today,
Oh
I
my
have
god!
Finally.
my first flight. I'm super psyched about it. I did a lot of research, and I found like I'm taking lessons in a Cirrus.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a SR22 G6 Turbo, in case you're wondering.
Prepare for a lot of nomenclature.
A lot of what?
A lot of nomenclature.
What does that mean?
Good God.
Like words for
What?
things.
What's nomenclature?
Like the common
it-
words for things.
Wait. Let me guess. Is it like the vernacular of being a pilot?
That's
basically?
right. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of that stuff coming out of Woody's mouth. I can
Oh,
guarantee.
like,
Yeah.
like
Well,
ain't-
that's part of the whole thing. You got to
Yeah,
learn.
like-
There's so much to learn.
yeah, like F9er and stuff.
He's gonna tell us how fast he's going in knots.
It would take me an hour to learn the plane. The Cirrus 9G4X. What?
Wait, so that's the
SR22 G6 Turbo.
that's the
That's the plane I'm going to be learning on.
The propeller, and then you want to go to the jet?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
I'll get my instrumentation. I'll get all the other stuff, multi-engine.
So are you taking
No, that's what it's
all-
called. It's called instrumentation. There's no other.
I'm not saying it's not.
But how else would you say that? Though?
I like that you are doing it that way. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying prepare.
Yeah.
You're going to be like Dexter from
pretty
Offspring.
No, it's the equivalent of what you don't like when restaurant people say, "Oh, I got a 2-top and a 4-top."
Yeah,
and
drag it
I'm
through
into-
the garden.
Right.
I'm in the weeds.
And that'll be you, but with planes.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Nomenclature.
okay.
I've heard the name. I've heard
Nomenclature.
that name. I've heard that word before. Nomenclature.
Nomenclature.
No idea what the hell it
It's a
meant.
great word.
Yeah.
Don't know.
This is exciting. So when do you start?
A week from today.
But
And
you-
is it in the plane?
Right,
Yeah,
because you have
yeah.
to. You have to study and stuff
Right.
first, like similar to getting a permit before getting any
just-
sort of like behind the wheel training.
say
So,
that.
are you studying with the books right now
That's
to
the
learn?
question.
You know,
It sounds like somebody
clouds
who
and
does-
winds and
It
things.
sounds like somebody who has not had their over-the-phone consultation.
That sounds like somebody whose father took flight lessons.
Yeah. Well, that was, what, back in the 70s? That's cool.
No, like 2 years ago.
No.
Does he fly?
No. So here's, and I don't know all the ins and outs, to be fair, and to be honest with you, I'm just joking with you. But so no, next week I do what they call a discovery flight, and so
See what you know.
They put you behind the yoke the first time up, sort of, right?
yeah. Well, he said with the exception of the landing, he goes, the plane's going to be yours. Like you're going to be handling the plane.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, rip.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Greg,
so-
you want to go with him?
Oh, hell to the no.
Oh, it'd be awesome. Anyway, you do all where you set your flight path and, you do the pre-flight inspection of the plane. And then you get in the plane, they kind of run you through what everything is. And then you take off. We're going to spend about an hour, a little over an hour in the air, land, and then have a post-flight debriefing where they kind of like, go over the different things and then talk about, different options. But it's all one-on-one instruction. Yes, there is some, bookwork and stuff that you learn.
Yeah, you have
And
to learn the weather. It's crazy.
Wow, learn the weather,
Wow.
you say.
Look up.
You're just getting more horny now.
I've talked to so many of my pilot friends that they're pretty confident. I'm like, I don't know, man. It sounds like you got to be kind of smart to do this.
Gotta learn a whole new language.
Like you're gonna be just fine. The stuff that that most people might have a hard time with. That's the kind of stuff I think that you would be good at. Whereas other people might not.
Yeah.
But then where, you might, lack some knowledge in some other areas for other people that might come easy to them. I think this will come easy to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would be
because
pretty confident with you.
Basically, if you look at a radio control board and then you look at the pilots,
It's a lot of
there's
this-
so many buttons and lights and crap.
There's
you know?
more buttons and lights than what you'll actually need on any given flight. I've
Yeah.
learned that already by talking to other
Yeah.
pilots and stuff. Like there's things that it's like you look at your car, like how many buttons and things like, and you don't use every single thing every single time. But it's like being a pilot. They say is just knowing like when you need something, where to find it,
Right.
and then following a procedure of what to do when there's an engine stall or when there's something like that, to learn how to deal with that situation. And if you can methodically think through
Right.
step 1, step 2, step 3. And I've always said, I feel like I'm good at dealing with anything I know what I'm dealing with.
Oh yeah.
So, and I'm always prepared just by this show alone.
Yeah, right.
I am a king of preparation.
Yeah, you're already doing it.
Yeah. So
Just do it in the sky.
You legally fly already.
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm really excited about it. I finally, because I was thinking about it over the weekend, after I set this whole thing up, I'm like, man, what took me so long to actually do that?
I know. Now you're all old and everything.
Yeah, I'm going to this place called Clipper Aviation. I looked it up and did a
Nice.
bunch of, so if anybody has any like feedback on it, it's out of Van Nuys Airport
Okay.
and Clipper Aviation, and I'm just straight serious training. This the guy who is my instructor, his name's Alex. That's what he learned on. Like, so he's only flown Cirrus
Okay.
planes, and I think it'd be kind of cool to get up to. I want to, like, when I do something, it's all in. That's the bowling thing I told you about.
Oh yeah. Oh,
One-
did you prepay
one-
for 5 years worth of.
Yeah.
One Christmas party at the radio station, they had a bowling party. I joined a league.
Oh my
I got
God.
two
Two balls.
bowling balls, the bag, the shoes, the whole. Like, I can't do anything like just.
Halfway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm going to end up, I want to be able to do where I can fly jets.
It's incredible.
Nice.
You're gonna wear
kinda
like
cool.
wing pin.
He'll
at
come in here
work.
next week. I put a down payment.
Little-
Yeah.
G7.
little
Well,
captain
I did talk to a
outfit.
friend of mine. He's got his own plane. He does mornings in Chicago. This guy, Fred. You guys
Oh
ever
yeah,
met Fred?
I love Fred.
Yeah.
Dude, Fred's got
great.
his own plane. He's got a
Right.
nice plane.
Yeah, he does.
He said about every year, like just the cost on the plane, just by the payment on the plane is about $100,000 a year.
Oh my God.
But then he flies everywhere.
Yeah, he does.
Like he flies himself to the iHeartRadio Music Festival. He's on a bunch of stations too. So like he'll fly himself to the affiliates
That's incredible.
and do that stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I would.
is
I don't
pretty
think I'd
awesome.
buy a plane though. I think I would just rent. They say
Yeah.
if it drives, flies, floats, or Fs, you lease it.
Yeah, bro.
For sure. Oh, do you know?
That's what Dave Ramsey says.
Yeah, talking.
Yeah, that's his quote.
Talking with Fred, I didn't even realize this, but he's like, "Yeah, I got a stereo installed into the plane."
Yeah.
And I like,
Yeah, you can do
yeah.
Sirius. You could do
All kinds.
You can do
of stuff.
Sirius XM on a Cirrus.
What?
It's pretty cool. Weekend cheers and jeers, Gina Grad.
That's crazy. So cheers to my shoes. I walked 12 hours on Saturday, over 18,000 steps, so like 8.5 miles, and at an amusement park, totally fine. Not tired, legs
Not
not
sore?
sore.
No,
No,
nothing?
felt great.
Feet
These
aren't like blistered or
Nuttin'.
Wow.
These are the On. You know, it looks like, for whatever reason, their logo, it looks like it says QC, but it really says ON. It's the On Cloud Tilts. Not a sponsor, but could be. So I feel refreshed. I
Yeah?
feel like I was literally walking on clouds. No problems. 8.5 miles.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I saw a
it was
guy over the
awesome.
weekend because there's a friend of ours, Eileen. She walks all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Our coworker, Eileen.
Yeah.
Like this guy walked 100,000 steps in one day.
Whoa.
Okay, they got me beat.
I was like, wow, 100,000. Like he started like at 5 o'clock in the morning, wrapped up late at night, didn't sit the entire time.
Was he running?
No, he's just walking.
I had to do that on Corolla. I did a 12-hour walking challenge, and I think I got up to like 75,000 steps, and I almost died.
Menace wants to walk to Disneyland.
I do.
That's not a great idea.
There's a certain route that I would like to take.
Oh, so what? You're going?
I want to go from
you're-
the Disney headquarters to Disneyland.
But you're having second thoughts now?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's
I'm having second thoughts for him.
I'm not.
But you said whatever you said, and he kind of like, yeah.
It's a
You know,
famous
get these
route.
shoes.
I think
Yeah.
it's a good idea. Yeah.
You need to get moleskin, that like tape you put around your
Oh.
feet.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
But it's funny that what you said about Eileen, it all makes sense now because I'd always see Eileen around the radio station,
Yeah, what does
around
she
the
do?
neighborhood.
She goes for
and
walks.
she'll be like, yeah, I'll see her like way down the road.
Oh, yeah,
and I go,
she
what
walks.
is she doing?
Yeah, she walks the way that Forrest Gump runs.
I know.
Yeah, we saw her while we were leaving, and she's like, I'm just on my walk. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, your mid-morning
Crazy.
walk.
Yeah, daily.
And
Yeah.
Jeers, the next day, yesterday, I had to go to a child's birthday party, no problem, at Dave & Buster's arcade, which I would normally
Yeah.
love. But I
D&Bs.
get very overstimulated, and it's just a lot of lights and a lot of sense.
Sorry, there's too much fun there for you.
Too much fun. Too many teenagers having a good, wholesome time.
no.
And I just needed to find like a quiet corner.
Which
That's
you can
a
do.
me problem.
That's the thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they got stuff for everybody there.
Yeah.
It's like they got stuff like you want that kind of quiet, just hang out at the bar, have a couple drinks. They got that.
that's
got
where
all
they
that
found
AI
me.
They got all that AI stuff now. Did you
Love
see
that.
that?
And the kids having the best time.
Virtual reality stuff, not
Yes,
AI.
they had so much VR, and I was just like, "This is
Yeah.
too much fun for
Pretty
me.
cool.
I need to go stare at the wall."
Just can't even.
Yeah. Greg Gorey, weekend cheers and jeers.
Kind of like you, not many jeers. It's been about 6 weeks since I had a decent weekend, and I finally had one. I said, oh, this is what a good weekend is like. Went to the beach house, saw some friends, went out to dinner. Actually went out to every meal. Had amazing Italian food. It was just a great weekend. Finally, it was relaxed.
you
It
needed
was
one.
fun. It was just a great weekend. I guess my only jeer is because I searched for one is now my favorite video streaming service, Amazon, has started doing that. Are you still watching? Thing. They used
Greg
to
hates.
not do that.
Yeah,
Don't
Greg hates
shame
that.
Do
me
it.
for binging.
Like, leave me alone. I'm still watching. Assume I'm watching unless I tell you otherwise.
I've been here 8
F
hours.
you.
I'm gonna be here for 9.
Right, and I want to sleep through all this stuff. Stop stopping.
Yeah, you had it all set, Amazon. Why'd you have to go making
Yeah,
changes
thanks
for
a
change
lot.
sake?
Is that like a bandwidth thing? Like they don't want people wasting it? Like too
Yeah.
many people on?
Yep.
I don't know.
And
That's
energy.
how
I'm
I like
assuming
to
that
sleep.
That makes sense when you say it.
Right, because they don't get ratings for that.
Right.
It just costs them money.
Oh,
Right.
it's not my problem.
Seabass weekend cheers and jeers.
Cheers to Menace. Because what does Menace do? He reminds us that where the food at.
Yeah.
And Menace's thoughts, both on and off the air. Hey, where the food at though? And so he was talking about. What? Remember those Post Malone Oreos?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where are those?
Those came out a while ago.
Why haven't we got those yet?
Oh,
Nice.
Walmart. I don't know if they're exclusives, but that's where I got them.
All right.
sweet. Thanks, bro.
All right.
Santa over
Yeah,
there.
what else you got in that bag?
Just more of those.
Oh, sweet.
Passing around
Oh,
Menace.
wow.
Wow.
Nice.
You
Oh my God, so many bags.
Wow.
Those will be gone by the end of the show.
Yeah. Oh, they got it. This is like a one side's dark, one side's light. On
It
the
does look
cookie.
good. Oh,
And then there's
salted caramel.
swirl.
Shortbread.
Yeah. So cheers to Menace for like always staying hungry.
Yeah.
That's what he's been saying.
Now we got Post Malone
They
Oreos.
smell good.
Right.
What about your
Slit
jeers?
appears when open.
Cheers, and I know a lot of cities deal with this. The no good teens on the dirt bikes in the middle of the road.
Oh,
Yes.
I dealt with
Big
it when I lived
problem.
in Atlanta. I've dealt with it. And if you live in any big city with a certain hoodlum element to it,
Is Philly, you would say, would be the pioneers of this?
I don't know. I think wherever DMX came out of, like, because this is like coming out of like the Rough Rider, off-road ATV sort of culture, and but bring that to the city, not out on the farm.
Yeah.
In the ghetto.
But the problem is these no good. This is always young males who do this. They get dirt bikes, ATVs, etc., and they go from the ghetto to the main city because that's where all the cool stuff is and all the people are who can see them stunting and doing all their cool wheelies and stuff.
Being
They
awesome.
need an audience.
Yeah, they need an audience for their 150 decibel just noise machines that are in and out of traffic, et cetera, et cetera. A couple of them blew by me last afternoon as I was headed into yoga.
Oh my god.
That's not
Where
relaxing
are
at
you?
all for your yoga.
Exactly. It's the exact opposite of yoga.
You may find this very hard to believe, but I'm gay.
Lots of hot chicks in yoga, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
So cool dudes on bikes.
So,
and
of
you
course-
on your way to yoga.
Seabass does what Seabass be doing. Immediately calls the cops. But my problem is, or I guess my question is for police officers, how do you stop these no good hoodlums on the dirt bikes?
Well, I saw there was one video over the weekend. I posted it on the Woody Show Instagram story where this guy was trying to get around these guys because they were taking over the entire street.
What
right?
you do is you get out and yell at them. That's real smart.
You couldn't impede traffic. So this guy like kind of gets around. They're going, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?" So he simply rolls down the window. He holds out some mace or pepper spray and just sprays it in the air. About
good idea.
20 of them go down.
Oh, damn.
I support that because they don't have air
And I-
filters on those helmets.
And I said on the Instagram story, I had a poll on there. I said, whose side are you on? The car or the losers on bikes?
By
And
the
it
way-
was over with like 90%, close to 90%.
The losers on
like-
bikes should get the vote 0% of the time because they are out. We talked about this before. They're out there to cause a problem.
Yep.
They're looking for that guy to say something because then they want to swarm and beat the crap out of him.
What are you
Yes.
doing? We're just inconveniencing and holding up everybody.
Yeah,
on
no,
the
we're
road.
just causing danger.
We're the ones who are being illegal right now.
Come on, guys, it's our culture.
And sometimes they have props because when I was in downtown, they were on their bikes and they were shooting off fire extinguishers.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
I'm
fun.
sure
That's really neat.
Just some added
So,
flair.
but the thing was with cops is like, okay, so let's say even like 2, 3, 4 patrol cars, those guys, they can get up on the sidewalks,
Yeah, they can go anywhere.
take the alleys. I mean, like for law enforcement, how are you dealing with these people? Is it just like I would love to have a unit, like a special squad? I volunteer to be on the squad.
They would have to also be on dirt bikes.
Well, yeah, but
Also
because
true.
you can't put them on a police cruiser because those things are
No.
big,
Yeah.
bulky, are weighed down with all kinds of crap. They need paintball guns because you start and like Woody says, bear spray or
idea.
something.
Yeah.
Something that's going to.
I didn't do it. I saw a video that I posted on Instagram. I didn't spray anybody.
I wish you had.
You need the net gun.
A net gun would be
yeah.
good.
yeah.
Rip.
Sammy, weekend cheers and jeers.
My cheers is honestly just to daylight. I'm loving the time change.
That was
I feel
nice.
like I got
Yes.
so much done yesterday and just the day never ended. It was amazing. And my jeers is to my meat thermometer that ran out of battery right when I went to put it in my chicken last night. And chicken scares the crap out of me when I don't know what the temperature it is. And I was like, oh no. And so I risked it.
You
I
can easily
survived.
see if chicken's
can
cooked by
tell.
cutting into it.
Yeah.
I'm the
just
same
look at
though. You want that at
Yeah,
165.
I want it confirmed.
I didn't realize you used that for chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
any meat.
Anything.
Well, but like Menace is correct. Unless you're cooking regular roasts, like Thanksgiving style.
Yeah, something
But you
big,
can. You can
like
use it for any meat.
Christmas
You can,
dinner.
but you don't need
Yeah.
to. Like you don't see
Yeah.
you don't see Rachel Ray or Gordon Ramsay
Nobody.
pulling out the meat thermometer because
Well-
that's amateurish.
Yeah, but
I
they
left
don't,
it in
they
for an
don't
extra, like, 10
film
minutes
their
just in case.
So
botulism.
you're an amateur like Sammy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an
No, she's not
amateur,
a
and chicken makes me
professional cook.
nervous unless I have a thermometer.
Yeah, but it's also
Yeah.
paranoid.
That's
Uh-huh.
fine.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to get
Yes.
sick.
Yeah.
How dare she?
I don't want to get sick either, but Greg, I don't need
Right,
to
like
pull
if you're
out-
making
Yeah.
chicken thighs.
Yeah, but also, you don't
they've
want to
been
get
in
sick,
the-
but you also don't want to look like a pussy.
and they've been
right?
in the oven for 45 minutes. Guess what? You're probably fine.
It's not a big.
Probably is the key word.
It's not being a pussy.
Okay, guess what? You're fine.
You're paranoid.
If you cut into it, it's pink. Don't eat it. If it's
Yep.
white, you're good.
Well, if it's pink, you can't eat it.
Good.
True.
Depends on what you're talking about.
I won't.
Steak.
You should.
You
For
might.
example, steak.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
don't like
that's
steak?
true.
How do you like
That's
steak,
true.
Greg? Pink?
I like it borderline
That's
raw.
right. Pink on the inside.
Menace, how you liking them Post Malones?
Loving them.
Really good. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to see if Seabass can get into these places. These, Chuck E. Cheese, kids-only type places. Will they let him in even though he's not there with a child? The answer next here on The Woody Show.
I would love to go get a sack for the break room, but I don't have $1 billion.
The Woody Show.
$1 billion.
Back in a few. Alt 98.7. LA's new